I think that's the best sponsor plug I've ever heard during a victory celebration. Welcome in now your winner, Denny Hamlin. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Feels great.
I bet. Talk about that pass on Willie B. How'd you set him up and make it with 4 to go?
I just kept trying to change my looks that I was giving them. I mean, you know, they do such a good job at defending that, you got to just surprise them, really. And so I just really committed to, all right, I'm going to work high on entry, then I work low, and just I needed to stay close enough where I could surprise them. And essentially, for me, the key was to stay close enough into one, and then at the last minute, dart in there to where I'm going to drive in until I get beside him, and then force him to give me the lane.
Walk us through here. This is a pass for the win. You're talking about trying to show them different looks here. You go to the outside.
Yeah.
How edgy is that thing?
It is. It's right there on the edge of that, the grip. And so the key for me is I needed to run up high in 3 and 4 to at least give myself good runs. And right here, I'm thinking, okay, the last time I did this, twice in a row, I went high. I said, I'm just going to go so low that it gets him out of shape, gives me the lane. And then now at this point, we're both lifting off the gas, we're braking, all that stuff, playing games, trying to position ourselves to get into the corner. But yeah, it was, we let the 54 get awfully close there. And at that point, we're like, okay, we can't keep doing this or else the 54 is going to get both of us. And so just made the move to where I wasn't going to lift and was able to get the win.
Denny, Tarek called it all week. This is the final exam of car, of strategy, of driver. You were the professor when it comes to saving fuel. At what point did you feel good about you were making the distance?
Well, he said I was good the entire last run. A question that Gail actually wanted me to ask y'all is that did the other guys have to take 2 cans or not?
I think they were full because they only had like 30-something laps, but I think everybody was full. You guys were much better all day, I thought.
We took 1 can, and then, we had a bad stop. I think I had to restart 12th or something like that on that last restart. Yeah. I'm having a hell of a time with this earpiece.
It's the only thing you've had trouble with today.
Yeah.
But I feel like, we battle back, right? Yeah. I mean, I got to leave that one out. I just feel as though we restart 12th. I get a good restart. I come out about 7th after, the wash of the restart, and then just start picking them off one by one. And obviously, they told me that those guys up front were running about 75, 80% throttle down the straightaway. I knew at that point, okay, I can close on them, but am I going to be in a situation where I'm good enough to pass them? That's just 2 totally different things at this track. And so I just... I did it with the 54, the 5, all of them. Just kept, giving them different looks and trying to surprise them when I could.
Yeah, you try to talk about all the different, it's really hard to figure out where everyone is.
Yeah.
You guys don't know where everyone is, and we're trying to figure out where everyone is as far as fuel tanks go.
You had your hands full. Everybody did all race long. The race was wild.
Yeah.
And a lot of daring things going out on there. But I think the bravest thing that I saw you do today was the Ohio State.
I know.
On the front straightaway.
That's from my boy Travis.
Right here in front of Michigan.
What do you? My Denny bro.
I know it. Yeah. You lean into this antagonist role. It's actually working for you. There are people that you love to, give a hard time in the stands, but there are also a lot of people up there that like it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's kind of fun to see. Talk about that.
It is. I just I love having fun with the crowd, and I just don't want them to ever clap when they say my name. It's like, it's like, all right, next guy, moving on along. Like, I want to make them feel a certain way. It could be positive, could be negative, but I like to have those feels.
I'm not comfortable sitting down here. I mean, we're still in Michigan. I'm not really sure we want to be this close to you after that call out.
It's the state up north, or the school up north, as they say.
Extra security to leave the racetrack coming up in just a little bit. When you get back home to North Carolina, it's going to be...
Do I have another one?
Well, it's going to be a special moment, I think, for you and Coach, because you now, today, have become the all-time winningest driver in Joe Gibbs Racing history with 57 wins, passing Kyle Busch.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about what Joe has done for my career. I've just been really, really lucky to always drive really, really fast cars. And so it's very gratifying for me. This offseason, I was a little worried. I lost Gabe Hart, and, I'm thinking, where do we go from here? I don't want to have to start all over again. But, I think this is our 7th different crew chief that I was able to win with. And it's like, it's just, I'm really happy for Gale because he really, really deserves it. He works really hard, and he's the reason that we show up with fast cars.
And we talked about this in Charlotte. You have so many things going on in your life. I mean, literally so many things as a team owner, as a driver. You got a kid on the way. For all of us who are trying to focus and perform, I mean, what's the secret? Well, how does Denny Hamlin come here, put on a helmet, and do such a masterful job behind the wheel with all that going on?
You got to have a good tackle box. You know, you got your family over here, you got your racing over here, you got just all these different things going on in your brain, and you got work, and you got your professional, and it's just really hard. My golf game, Steve, you know all about it.
Forgot about that one.
Yeah,
I was trying
working
to see
on
where
that.
you were going to rate the tackle box.
Last GGT winner right here.
Oh, I know. He's
So,
on a winning streak.
I'm on a roll, no doubt. So I don't know. I just I love competing. I love that every 7 days I have a chance to win. That's just something that even 20 years in, I just never would have imagined. And so, you know, I got goals. The goals is to get myself inside that top 10 of the wins list. And if I can do that, you know, championship or not, I'm happy.
Which, by the way, you're only 3 away from.
What's that?
You're only 3 away from 60.
I think I can get there.
This season?
I mean,
I think so.
Come on, you've already,
Looking pretty good.
you've already got 3.
I got
What's
speed.
3 more?
It's just so freaking hard to win these things. I mean,
hey, so after 700 wins, I think Jeff Gordon won only 6 more races.
Yeah.
Kevin Harvick won only 7 more races.
I saw that.
I thought that was an incredible stat, knowing that I think you're at the top of your game. I mean, you know, do you look at that and go, wow, how many more do I have in me?
I agree with you. I've never felt better about getting speed out of the car, figuring out how to manage a race. I just can't remember a better time in my career. I've been faster, 2010, but that's back when you could build a half a second of gain in your car versus the field. Now you can't do that. You know, yes, I race essentially kind of the same 4 to 5 guys every single week. There's no, you know, secret to that. Is those are probably the best 4 to 5 guys, you know, talent-wise. And so I feel really good that even after 700 starts, I can compete with them and race with them.
I can tell you one thing. After 57 career wins, Denny, you've got pretty damn good at Burnout, so we're going to rank this one. So give me the board. We got some clips of it. We got a board as well.
Can I give you some facts about this?
Yes,
I
please.
wasn't in love with my Burnout, so I won't take offense. But I was my dash was telling me I was out of gas. But I promised my friends.
Yeah.
They had a bus over in 3 and 4. I said, after we win today, I'll promise you I'll do a Burnout over in 3 and 4. So I had to cut the front stretch Burnout short because I needed to save a little for turns 3 and 4.
This is an amazing tackle box you have. You got that in the tackle box, too. You're thinking
I remember. I was thinking about it, you know, with about 8, 9 to go.
We take all that into consideration. We got to grade what we can see, so let's fire it up here. You start over there. Also, Denny, your Martinsville Burnout all the way around the track is still one of my favorites. Anything special with this one? Waving to the fans, wanting to boo you?
A lot of it depends on the first gear of the transmission. And here, it's such a tall gear because, yeah, it's kind of weak sauce. But I feel like, you know, I wanted to save the rear tires. My car's starting to sputter. I'm out of freaking gas. And I'm like, all right, I'll just kind of do the basics here. But Martinsville's difficult because the first gear's so high, like you can't get enough smoke. Here, you should really be able to smoke it. But I just felt like it's not my best. I know my best, and that was not my best.
Well, we're going to rank you like a Russian high diver here. So here's your score. I'm going to go with an 8.
That's fair.
What do we got, Stevie?
Well, it was a 6.2 burnout graded on a curve, so you get 8.2 because you didn't have a lot of gas.
Yeah, that's 3 and 4. I'm out of gas here.
I'll give you an 8.2.
All right, that's fair.
8-4.
And all the fans at home, they can put their rating on social media as well.
I'm going 9 because he missed that truck.
On this end down here. We're a lot nicer than these two guys.
It's tough. It's a tough score.
I don't need sympathy scores, so y'all feel free to just give me what you really need to give me.
You keep bringing in wins, man. Doesn't matter what the score is because you're the
right.
one.
That's
One
right.
last thing before you go, man. We got to drink some. You guys drink some beer.
This is the best thing.
Hey,
about it.
while we pass out some beers, Denny, I want to know more about this baby. How's Jordan feeling, and what are you guys thinking?
She feels full. Yeah.
Yeah, full,
She's mighty full.
Thank you.
I kind of had a rule, you know, I was thinking about what is the cutoff point? And I told them that if she goes into labor within the first 50, I'll get out. After that, I felt like, you know, the race is only going to go another hour and a half, 2 hours, hour and a half home. That's 4 hours. I feel like I could probably make it. So I was thinking about asking right after stage 1, like, am I good to stay or not? But she's man, hanging tough. She's a week overdue. So
Wow.
Well, here we go. We're going to cheers to Jordan. Congrats to the
Yes,
11 team. But
congratulations,
Jordan,
Jordan.
congrats to you guys and the Hamlin
Your little
family.
baby boy. Congratulations, Corey. Where's he going on the board?
I don't know. Wherever the law of averages ended up, I'm going to say he's going to be underneath your Martinsville Burnout. Right there. 8.1.
All right.
I'll hold your beer.
Right there.
Oh, is
Denny
it
Hamlin's
tie
packing the
with
board here,
Logano?
buddy.
We got to move above him, though.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
We
You're
got more
above him.
wins.
Don't worry.
Looking ahead to next week, Denny Hamlin's won in Mexico City in his first Xfinity Series win. Got it done there south of the border in 2006. Wish you the best of luck next week, buddy.
Thank you. I've been on the sim at Mexico, and it was like I was never there. So 20 years ago,
Carl doesn't remember
20 years
much.
ago, that win
Yeah.
don't mean anything now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
You can relate. Let's end it down.